Unit 4. A Quest for Taiwan's Freedom. Read about it.
Leaflets pour down on Tokyo. Taiwan cries out for freedom. Yesterday afternoon, 50,000 leaflets in different colors fell from the sky over Tokyo. These leaflets, which were dropped from a plane and picked up by curious people, contained different messages that urged self-rule of Taiwan as a Japanese colony. The Taiwanese have been struggling under political violence for too long, and a parliament for the Taiwanese now, they read. In fact, on the morning of the very same day, a man had led a march with 300 Taiwanese people in Tokyo. They held flags with the words freedom, equality, and justice. The numerous falling leaflets were like the tears of the miserable Taiwanese people. Needless to say, this demonstration not only shocked the Japanese, but also awakened Taiwanese people's national consciousness. In brief, there was no doubt that this is the most effective Taiwanese demonstration against Japanese rule so far. In 1895, Taiwan became a colony of Japan. It was true that Taiwan kept developing under Japanese rule. More roads and railway lines were built, and the first elementary school was established. However, the Japanese rule was quite harsh with strict laws and cruel punishments. Seriously oppressed by the authorities, Taiwanese people didn't have the same rights as the Japanese. They needed heroes to help pursue their quest for freedom in their darkest hour. Therefore, the two heroes in the news story organized a march and a leaflet-dropping campaign to take action against the Japanese government. The main leader of the march was Jiang Weishui. Jiang, who was born in 1891 in Yilan County, was a doctor and an active democracy pioneer. In addition to caring for his patients, Jiang believed that a good doctor should cure society and that he had to set up an organization to promote awareness of civil rights. Jiang had been speaking for his fellow Taiwanese for years, but however hard he tried, the Japanese colonial government refused to consider his appeals. The pilot of the plane that dropped the influential leaflets during the petition campaign was Xie Wenta, who was Taiwan's first ever aviator. Born in 1901 in Taichung County, Xie was a young and skillful pilot at that time. Remarkably, he finished third in a flying contest held by the Japan Aeronautic Association in 1920. After the contest, Jiang organized a celebration feast in honor of Xie. At the feast, he had a heart-to-heart talk with Xie, and the two men formed a close relationship since Xie was impressed with his ideas. Despite his reputation in Japan, Xie loved Taiwan so much that he agreed to participate in the campaign without hesitation. With Jiang acting as a fundraiser, generous donations totaling 26,000 yen poured in. These donations were used to buy a new plane for Xie and to cover the cost of repairing it. It was this plane, named the Spirit of Taipei, that Xie flew over Tokyo, dropping the leaflets pleading for self-rule for Taiwan on February 26, 1923. Although Jiang and Xie's campaign failed, it still encouraged others to pursue freedom for Taiwan. Through their courage and perseverance in the face of difficulties, these heroes strengthened more Taiwanese people's belief to fight for Taiwan's freedom. In brief, the campaign was one of the most influential demonstrations in Taiwanese history.